So there's something that's kind of going viral, at least on Twitter lately, and it's about this woman in 1984 who started to hear a voice telling her that she had a brain tumor, and although she had no symptoms or anything like that, it turned out that she actually did. Like, are y'all seeing this? This is pretty crazy, okay? So what the tweet says is, in 1984, a woman started hearing a voice in her head telling her she had a brain tumor despite no other symptoms. Doctors ordered tests and indeed found a tumor where the voice said it would be, okay? So the whole thing with this is that when I first saw this, honestly, it wasn't surprising to me. I feel like this is actually very normal, honestly, in like my reality, because I'm very much used to hearing about spirits and just, voices that come through to give us some sort of very powerful knowledge that we should be knowing in our realities, or that are there to protect us. So nothing about this was truly shocking to me. What was amazing to me, though, is the fact that everyone is like mind blown by this, because I mean, this is literally exactly how it is. It can be, at least, okay? That's usually how it is when it comes down to spirits, guardian angels, things like this that come through to try to help you in some way, okay? Now, this is the part that's kind of crazy, all right? Let me show y'all. Now, it says here, this person's like dumbfounded because it says, "Can someone please explain how this is possible?" The voice told her, "Please don't be afraid. I know it must be shocking for you to hear me speaking to you like this, but this is the easiest way I could think of. My friend and I used to work at the Children's Hospital, Great Ormond Street, and we would like to help you." Okay, so from here on out, you can either assume two things. Either this person is literally a spirit, like they passed away and they just came through to give this person information that would obviously save their life, or it's telekinesis or telepathy, not telekinesis, telepathy, okay? In this sense, the biggest thing I could think of, if it's not a spirit who passed away, is that this person is somebody who came through with the intention of speaking to this person one way or another. And obviously, if they had some sort of knowing that this person had this brain tumor, even if the person themselves didn't know that they had it, it's probably because this person had some sort of spiritual knowledge or a download, some sort of channel that they were able to access in which they were told this information so that they were able to help this person. And just like I stated to you guys, this is not shocking to me because I've heard many stories similar to this, but in the other cases, it was more of like guardian angels talking to people. Like, I've heard of a story of this person who had a brain tumor as well, and they were receiving surgery for it and things like that, but apparently they weren't going to make it, okay? So they weren't going to make it. They knew that. The doctors knew that, but then they heard a voice tell them to hold on a second, that this is going to hurt a little bit, but that it will be over, okay? So then they shut their eyes and they felt like a very sharp pain where the tumor was. And after that, the doctors checked and the tumor was literally gone, okay? So that is further confirmation of course, in that sense, being guardian angels. But in this case, obviously, it's very cool, it's very enticing, like it's a very interesting thing to see how things like this do manifest into our realities. And obviously in 1984, people were a lot less open to accepting these kinds of concepts, especially because they were, so spiritually open to all kinds of different possibilities. But I'm telling you guys, if it's not a guardian angel, if it's just a person who knew this, there are a multitude of different ways that this person could have known this. Again, communicating through telepathy, it could be in a different reality. Literally, I think somebody suggested quantum physics. There are a multitude of different ways, or basically ideas as to how, again, this could have happened, but it all goes down to show that this world is genuinely very connected. And if you're open to possibilities, if you're open to receiving help from the universe in whichever way, shape, or form is best for you, most beneficial, it will always come through to help you in the highest fashion and form, okay? So I just want to come on here to give y'all this story because I feel like it's very amazing. I actually saved the story about a week ago, and then this week or today, actually just now, I saw the second tweet, and I thought that I had to talk about it to you guys in some sense so that you guys can also remain as open-minded as that and just understand that everything and anything is truly possible. But I'm very happy and I intend nothing but the best for you guys always, period, okay? So remember, limitless world, absolutely, always, indeed, period.